Hello, YouTube's Outlaw Tanker here, and we're going to start a new series called World Events. To kick off the series, we're going to be discussing the novel coronavirus, that big virus that everybody's worried about, the new pandemic. Well, we're about to shed some light on it. Pretty much, we're going to put some serious facts out there that's coming from the World Health Organization and the CDC. So, to kick it off, what is the coronavirus? Well, the novel coronavirus, because this is a new strand of it. Not currently has a name. No, that was a proper English, but we'll go with it. So, what it is, though, it is a respiratory illness. And what a respiratory illness does is, you're going to get it through your respiratory system. Inhaling it, that type. So, how's it spread? It is human to human. So if I cough on you, sneeze on you, and it gets into your system, you're gonna get it. But say I touch a phone, you touch a phone that I've touched, my saliva, mucus, or sweat is on there, and you touch it and you touch your face, you're gonna get it, more than likely. So to put a little bit of emphasis on this, people are like, well, how can we, if I touch it, you touch it, how do I prevent from getting it? You could just wash your hands. It's not 100% effective, but it should help out. Wash it frequently. Be a cleaner person, or maybe just a clean person, not a cleaner. Um, so because of touching shit a lot, we touch our faces. I think, according to most medical studies, that it is around hundreds to thousands of times a day we touch our face. The simple doing this, you fix your glasses, rubbing your eye, all that fun stuff. Doing that. Yeah, so we touch our faces a lot. Sometimes we touch it more than we realize. Um, so there's also one other way you can get it. This is a rare, like super rare, but it's fecal contamination. So I'm gonna assume that it's inhaling fecal matter or consuming it of some sort. Um, yeah. So we're gonna talk about the R naught. The R naught, I believe, is the rate that it contaminates other people. So it's 1.4 to 2.5. So I know that's just numbers. So we're going to kind of go somewhere in the middle because I'm not 1.4 person and two people aren't 2.5. We are a whole person. So we're just going to go with somewhere in the middle, which is two people. So if I'm sick, I go and I'll contaminate two people. Boom. Those two people contaminate two people, so it'll go from 1 to 3 to 5 people sick. Yeah. No. No, I'm wrong. Just 1 to 2 to 7. There we go. Sorry, I'm a little tired. My math's a little off, but yeah, it's 1 to 2 to 7. That's how it would spread. But yeah, each person that you would come in contact with, or every two people, if you're sick, you would make them sick. So the incubation period for this is 2 to 10 days. The symptoms may appear in 2 to 14 days. um, so we're going to go over the symptoms. The symptoms is, you're going to have a fever, a cough, shortness of breath, sore throat. Sometimes you're generally just not feeling well. So a lot of this, everybody's going to say, hey, that's basic flu symptoms. Well, or cold symptoms, maybe some flu. And it is. But on the other side, there's one other one, and so what this is I think it's ammonia, and it's a deadlier version of it. So I think it's like one or not one. It's like 3 or 4% chance that you're gonna get this version. So you there's a good chance you can get the coronavirus and you're just gonna live. You have a they say 98%. I've been hearing that a lot, but according to the World Health Organization, you get a 3 to 4% chance of dying or catching this very deadly version of it. There's currently, I believe, of today when I looked at it, or last time I checked, it was about 2 hours ago. 14,642 cases of this, and current deaths up to date is 305. So, I mean, that's a lot of people dead, but it's still, I mean, still low. Actually, the numbers are pretty low. So, we're going to go with the locations that have been infected by this virus. Obviously, certain locations have 1 or 2 people infected, but they put them under there as one person came through. Uh, so right now, China, obviously, because it started off in Wuhan, China. Maybe it did not start off there, but that's the area that they detected it. So I'll go into that in a little bit. Out of 305 deaths, 304 of them were actually in China. You have the other countries that are also been affected is Hong Kong, uh, Macau, or it's Macau. Can't pronounce it. I'm not good at that one. We got Taiwan, Australia. There was 12 cases, not deaths, but 12 cases. Cambodia, Canada, Finland, France, Germany, India, Italy, Japan, Spain, Malaysia, Nepal, Philippines. That is the other country that has a single death. So one death out of every other country outside of China. Actually, that happened today. It was a 44-year-old man. So next country is Russia, Sri Lanka. Sorry, I can't pronounce that country either. Singapore, Spain, Sweden, Thailand, the Republic of Korea, United Arab Emirates. Then you have the United Kingdom, the United States. So in the United States, there's only been 8 reported cases, no deaths again, and last but not least is Vietnam. So what I've learned from looking into all these sources, because I've only went off of a few sources. I try to stay away from mainstream media because they hype up numbers, they speculate more than they throw out facts. Sometimes they do throw out facts, but I'd rather go look at the CDC website or the World Health Organization, because they're gonna give you the straight up facts about it. Let's see, they were saying that like in China there is a monitoring system in the healthcare, so abnormal things that pop up in certain areas in their hospitals, they will detect. So that's where they initially detected the virus was Wuhan. I think I said that right. So it could have started somewhere else. It's actually possible. There is speculation that it either came from a snake or a bat. Let's see what else that I should cover. Let's see. I have like little notes here and there just to make sure I cover everything. I'm gonna throw my little bit of speculation on this. Um, Due to the fact that it is at such a low percentage of death, and I think it was Sears or Mars or both of them were different versions of the coronavirus, and we hopped on top of it, and they had actually a higher rate of mortality. I think that's right. Well, they have a higher chance of killing you. So with that being said, I feel that our medical system will come up with a vaccine, get this under control. The only way I think this could possibly get worse is if the virus mutated. People should not panic you should trust that our medical professionals or people in the medical field are doing everything they can to take care of this. Um, but let's just, because this is a prepper channel, and I get this is news, it's a little bit off. Just have a little bit of food and water stored in your house if you have to bug in for a while. Get some face mask, the little ones you see the doctors. Get respiratory mask if you feel a little bit more fancy. Some eye goggles so you protect your eyes. Um, just, you know, be prepared. I'm going to go into a further preparation plan for you know, any type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of like a global pandemic. There we go. I will come up with a plan for a video for a plan for pandemic, and I do not currently have one, but I will start putting that one together because, again, all it takes for this virus to mutate, and it could get worse, but I don't think it will. I remember when I was in school, everybody was freaking about Ebola, saying that it was going to, become the next pandemic. Well, where's Ebola now? I mean, it exists, but it's not as bad as they said it was going to be. So, don't panic, relax. The odds of you ever coming across someone who's even been around that will probably be slim to none. So, alright, well, that's going to be the end of this news session. Everybody here, hopefully you learned something. You take care now.